Okay, you guys, so this is the market update for today, which is Tuesday. So I'm going to start out on the daily time frame. As you guys can see. The reason we're seeing this such a big correction, or not even that big of a correction, but it is from the top to where we wicked out. It's a 15% drop. We were seeing this rising wedge right here, which it did break. However, we do have this support right here that we're still holding pretty strong. That's a good sized wick. That means buyers are buying down here to scoop it back up, which is a good sign. The reason for this is because, just let me zoom out here. This is because of this bearish divergence that's playing out on the daily time frame. You can see this here. Momentum is high with a high, and then you got a lower high here, but the price movement still went to a higher high there. So what that means is there's contradictions in the price versus the momentum and the strength index. Therefore, we're seeing this correction here. The last time we seen one of these, as you can see, which was right here, you can see that we got a high and a higher high with a high and a lower high, or it's an even high, which is still a divergence. It's staying the same where this is going up, so it's still contradicting each other. And on that one, we seen an approximate 52% drop. I'm not saying we're going to see a 62% drop. I doubt it. I'm thinking roughly 20 to 25% maybe. We are in a long position right now. I will show you guys. We are currently around break even. We're not break even, but we're sitting strong. We're good. I'm going to move to the lower time frames on Bitcoin here. So as you guys can see, there's the rising wedge on the 4-hour chart. And all these are closing above it. This one actually closed right on the line, as you can see right there. 60 to 60,200 is a very key level, psychological number, obviously 60,000 on the dot. And you can see right here we had a lot of touches on this orange line and we bounced from those. So either way, if we are breaking out of this triangle or this ascending wedge, we will need to come back up and retest, which would look something like this. It would come back up, retest, and then if we can get rejected and we break this level at 60,000, then we could see further downside. If we break 60,000, my target is approximately $52,000 to $54,000 per Bitcoin. And let me go back to that here real quick for you guys. And the reason for that is because there's a touch there at 51,000, sorry, and there's also support. If I draw a line here, let me just do this here. We'll draw a line right there. So we got rejected off of here. We passed it with volume, as you guys can see on this candle right here. And then we held above it. We came back down, kind of retested the area before exploding to the upside, as you guys can see. Okay guys, so I'm going to move over into my trades right now. I did post it in the Discord for you guys, but let's see how those are doing. So as you guys can see, I did mark it in, which puts me in instantly, which took $12 fee. I have a stop loss set around $59,000 right now, due to the fact that these ones bounced right here and we got a bounced here. And my original stop loss was set down here at 58,000. So I did move it up, so it's a less of a loss. We are sitting right now 3% down, which is about $100. I have $3,500 in this trade right now. I do see more upside here. I just wanted to show you guys my trade, where my stop loss is set. I do not have an upside target as of yet. A good upside target, obviously, just looking at this chart, would be approximately 53,500, which would be from my entry point to there 4%, and I am only on 4x leverage, as you guys can see down here, 13,829 contracts with a value of 0.22 Bitcoin. So let's go down to the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin because there's some stuff I need to show you guys on that. So let's go to the 1 hour here. So on the 1 hour, you guys can see that we are possibly forming a baby channel here. Something like, if it would let me do it, something like so. If we can break out, obviously upside target would be $61,500 as that is the technical target. However, we are seeing right now, if I delete this top line and zoom in here a bit, we are seeing, here, let's do this so you guys can see better. We are seeing this bullish divergence forming here. We can take it all the way from up here. So we actually have two of them, and that's not that often that happens, but they do happen. So as you guys can see here, there's two. So the first long white line, this one right here, from 61,000 approximately all the way down to 59,700. We have a green dot here on this one and a green dot here on this one. But we also have this green dot here, which this actually came back down a little bit. You can see that. And what all that's doing is that's coming up, coming back down, coming up, coming back down, coming back down. So what this shows us right now is that we do have a bullish divergence forming, providing we do get this bounce. And it looks like we're getting this bounce because we closed an hourly candle below the $60,200 level, but we are above that right now. And if we can hold that and close that in 13 minutes, then that will almost confirm this bullish divergence right here. Now, for you guys who don't know what a bullish divergence is, all it is the contradicting from the price action to the momentum or the RSI. As you can see, you got a low, a higher low, and a higher low, but here we got a low, a lower low, and a lower low. So these are all higher lows and these are all lower lows. They're contradicting each other. So what that means is you always take the RSI. Is it moving upwards or is it moving downwards? This is moving upwards, therefore it's a bullish divergence. And with that, we could see the retest of, like I was saying earlier, approximately $63,000, $62,500, somewhere in that area. I'm not exiting any positions at this point. I will keep you guys updated if I do choose to exit. I don't think I will, but I will keep you guys posted in the Discord. Now, we're going to go over to Ethereum, because Ethereum is another important cryptocurrency that we like to talk about here. So on the daily, you could see we were riding this white line here. We had a touch there. We had a touch up, and then almost a touch there, but then you got a touch, and then we got multiple touches right here. We did break down, not yesterday, but the day before that. However, there wasn't too much volume here. We're starting to get the volume now. We could see price action go up to maybe $4,500 again, just for the retest of that. But other than that, everything is super high right now. You got money flow divergence as well, with the price getting bigger. Money flow is this green thing right here, guys. This just shows you where the money's going. So you can see at a high and a lower high right here, whereas price from that point went from a low to a higher low, or a high to a higher high. So therefore we could see more to the downside as well. And another divergence right here on the daily, just like Bitcoin, from there to there, and then you go from here all the way up to here. And you can see from both those price points, we actually are getting higher on the price action and lower on the momentum. They're contradicting each other, as stated. They are going to move down, hopefully, to get us all some better buys. And I'll keep you guys updated on any shorts that I am going to take. The only problem with this is there's a lot of support and resistance levels, because it kind of moved up. It like moved up and then sideways, moved up and then sideways, moved up and sideways. All of these sideways levels right here are all going to be support and resistance levels. So we ought to pay attention to that as well. But moving down to the 4-hour time frame here, not much has happened in the past couple hours here, or past few days anyways. We're seeing very, very little candles with very big wicks. We could be running out of momentum to the downside here, which would then again form this retest of this trend line for another confirmation of the bearish breakdown. We could see further downside after that point. There is no bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame on Ethereum, but let's go into the 1 hour because I want to show you guys this. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, for those who don't know, they tend to follow each other a lot. They like to follow each other. So just going in here and looking at this right now, you can see the exact same thing on Ethereum here. So we are forming another bullish divergence this time, where you got the green dot here on market cipher B, which is up here, and then right down to this level. So if we can get a green dot here on the 1 hour and confirm that with a candle close and moving on to the next hourly candle, then that would be a bullish divergence, because you take this green dot right here, move it up here. So this green dot hasn't even printed yet. The VWAP, which actually ignites those green dots there, the VWAP is actually coming up. So we could see that cross, and when that crosses the green dot, will confirm. I would like to see a bounce here before anything, but we are getting bullish divergence on the lower time frames, which is good. That means it has to pull back a little bit to ease the pressure from all the bearish movements over the past couple of days. No, we're not in a bear market. It's not to be scared of. There's nothing to be scared of. But I do want to go over something with you guys here real quick. I want to show you guys 2 coins that I am actually buying up right now. One of them is ADA. I bought here at $1.87 last night. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. ADA is a very, very good buy right now. Anything under $2 for ADA is very good. ADA is easily a $7 to $10 token at the end of the year, or the end of the bull run, I should say. Very, very easy. Smart contracts launched. The reason it's been so suppressed for so long, if I go out to the 4-hour here, the reason it did all of this movements was because when ADA launched, there was only, usually crypto, they have pre-sales. And those pre-sales usually goes to institutional investors, essentially whales. Whereas the ADA didn't have a pre-token launch. They didn't have a pre-coin launch. So everybody was able to purchase it, and none of those institutions and the whales got to buy. So what is happening is they're suppressing it right now. They're selling off, trying to hold it and get it down a little bit more just so they can buy a lot of it there. And another thing is that 70% of ADA is staked, of all of them. I don't know how many coins there are, but 70% of them are staked. So they're hard to get your hands on. So people are trying to scoop them up at lower prices and then hold them long term. I purchased $5,000 worth of ADA over the past day or so. Very good coin. It's gonna be, like I said, a $7 to $10 coin. And in another coin I want to talk about is XRP. For those of you guys who don't know, XRP is currently under a lawsuit which they're projected to win. It hasn't moved much over the past bull run that we had, like it did, but it didn't really, especially back into here when that first started happening, just due to the fact that they are under legal action against the SEC, and now that we know that they are in control of that, when they announce that they have won or they have settled, I am expecting a $3 to $5 XRP. Just from the news itself, and then obviously I believe XRP is once again a $8 to $10 coin. So that's something to look into. Anywhere below $1.10 is a good buy, in my opinion. Always take it with a grain of salt, guys. Do your own research and whatnot. But those are two coins that I'm looking into buying right now. I do currently hold some, and we're going to add to our positions on those just in spot, and you'll just let it ride. But once again, guys, nothing to be worried about. We are sitting at approximately $2.6 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency. And before that, when we had the first peak, going back to Bitcoin, when we had that first peak here, we were at approximately 2 trillion, and we are actually below that peak right now. And we're $600 million or $600 billion, sorry, higher in the market cap. So there's nothing to be worried about. There's more money coming in. People are holding. It's just whales trying to accumulate low before this next wave 2 happens, that I'm predicting approximately 100K in the next month or two. And then we'll see how that goes. That might be the bull market top, or we might just continue going up. So I just wanted to update you guys on the market. Everything is looking healthy. This is a healthy correction, nothing to be scared of. But yeah, so I will post this on YouTube right away, and we will see you guys in the Discord and on the next video. Thank you, guys.